Hey there, my name is Khatleesi, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. This is the 10th episode of this playthrough. If you've missed any episodes, please feel free to check out the playlist dedicated to the series, which you can find on my channel. And for all who are ready for this episode, let's jump right back into it. So, I believe we were actually going to... There's still more to check out. Okay. This? I thought we were leaving the area. Huh, the lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here, but last time I saw, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right, Baikuyu was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... That's right. Leave the area? Yes, leave it for sure. So... where were we gonna go next? Maybe I should have done this last time. Archive, library. Maybe I should go in the archive again? Okay, perfect. Maybe now I can check it out again, that box? The wooden box is empty. The extension cord wasn't there before. Okay. Alright, let's go to our next area. So... Okay, we were just here. We figured a couple of things out, right? Warehouse. I think we were supposed to go to the warehouse next. Actually, and speak to Celeste. Let's do it. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
The duffel bag?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Then why were you in the warehouse? She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay. Okay, good to know. Maybe check some things out here. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. There's all kinds of stuff here. Towels, jackets. There's all different kinds of food stacked up here. Is this the fridge Sayaka mentioned? I don't see anything noteworthy here. A surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know it's happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this. There's all kinds of stuff piled up everywhere. Same thing here, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the dining area, maybe? Maybe we can find something happening here. Let's do it. Alright. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, so... but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, why are you eating? A donut? What are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the air girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? She could have also been gay. What if she was gay? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Oh, is this it? It's time?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
I think it's that one girl. What's her name? Toko? I think it's her. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. It's a little less obvious this time, I'd say, but all this genocide Jack stuff and like the whole split personality, I definitely think it's Toko. The red door is right through here. Let's go. Not much more to do but go through. Here we are. Ahem, so, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind? Are we missing someone?
Yo.
Toko. Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is. You really don't remember? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I had told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Phew. So, now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. Pretty messed up. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Just take it. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. I give a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. No. Just in case something goes wrong. No. You never know. You never know what might go wrong. My whole thing might come crashing down, so. Set skills. Let's see. Robot Jock increases your true bullet rate of fire. Effective during the non-stop debate up to bullet time, final battle. What else do I got? What skills do I have? Vocabulary increases bullet capacity. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 4 SP. Okay. That's all we have anyway. Okay, we got our skills. E-handbook. We know our true bullets. We've been through this. Finished preparations, that's it. Class trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
A dumbbell, right? First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Make your argument. Locker room dumbbell. Yep.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
It appears it
Was a head.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
You think you have some proof that contradicts what I said? Oh no! I need to think about it one more time. Damn, I thought...
Fatal injury.
It appears it was according to the Monokuma.
I thought I was trying to figure out what it
I bet
was.
it was an iron pipe.
There we go. Truth bullet.
No, it's wrong.
That's it.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
Creepy, but I mean, she's got the facts, so...
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. We'd like to hear more. Yes, please. Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your true bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. So there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach a silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument. Genocide Jack case file. We got a new timer? We do.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of that. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
That's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on!
It's It's one of these last
There's
tree.
just no proof for it.
Right there? There we go.
No, that's wrong. I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kinda weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Boob lust.
No, it's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic. And
Never made public?
Whoops.
What the hell is it?
why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Sure. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, has to do with the positioning of the body, where the murder took place, how the victim was positioned, the bloody message left behind. That's how the victim was positioned.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
There you go.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
No, I believe it.
What? Oh, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? I feel so bad for Toko, oh my god. She doesn't even realize that she's Genocide Jack because she has split personality disorder. She doesn't realize that she killed because her split personality is not afraid of blood. She's not aware of that personality, and now she's gonna get killed herself at the end of this case because of her split personality. This is awful. This is really quite awful. Why you gotta do this to her? What's this? Excuse me? P? What am I trying to do? Wait, I am confused. I'm really confused. Wait, help. Influence gauge. If you shoot the wrong letters during the Hangman's Gambit, you'll take damage. If your influencer gauge reaches 0, you will fail the case. Focus gauge, concentration. Fast forward. N. C? Wait. I don't get it. Whoa! H-I. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Is it someone's name? Nobody leaves me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Did I just like... Did I just like forget what we were just talking about? What happened?
Is this really the end for all of us?
I mean, no, we're just gonna go back to like this past... Yeah, let's give it another shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
But what the hell? What did I do? It's real for sure, but I feel like I understand it. But it means for Chainsaw Jack to be Toko, but also not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit. Wait, okay, so she's multiple people, I get it. That's split personality disorder, but what's this word? What am I looking for? Is there a word for that I'm not thinking of? B? What am I looking for? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm hitting all of these letters and I can't figure it out. What word is this? Wait. S. What? S something H-I... I'm really confused. I'm really confused. I bet it's gonna give me a score at the end of the game too about how many times I actually lost. Oh my god, give it another shot. Yes, please.
I refuse to give up yet.
I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? What word am I looking for? What was it, S? Not C, right? There's no way. It's not I. It's gotta be like O or something. C? I don't get it. What word is this? What kind of word am I looking for? What the hell is SCHI? I'm so confused.
Is this...
Obviously it's not the end. I can keep going as many times as I like. SCHI? What the hell? Huh? SCHI. It's not Z, right? BP. What is it? L? No, not L. I really don't get it. Is he schizo? Come on, schizo? You can't give me like schizophrenia or something? How was I supposed to guess
Is it because
schizo?
Genocide Jack has a split personality?
I'm pretty sure. Isn't schizophrenia completely different from split personality?
I think I read that
Schizophrenia is
somewhere in
like
the
hearing
file, too.
voices and whatnot. It's not split personality.
They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it?
Yeah.
Dissociative identity disorder.
I was expecting like DID or something.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed, she fainted, she arrived late. I mean, she fainted, yeah, her behavior changed. Could be either one of them.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Whoa, is that his body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. So what really confuses me, I don't think Toko is strong enough to hold up a dumbbell. Does somebody help her with this? Yes, because somebody can help you. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie.
Right, Toko?
Said you wouldn't tell anyone. What? You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck?
He's right next to her.
Figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Make your argument, okay. I prefer this. No more Hangman's Back Gambit, please. I don't like that one.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Status of the dead body. Can I change that? I can, right? That should prove that what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Controls. Select your bullet with L. So that's the only one I have.
You say that, but do you really expect
Any of us?
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murder, the modus operandi map.
This one? No. Oh, yeah? Okay.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In photos from the Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In photos of the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims were stabbed through their hands. Here, you'll see a clear difference. How the body was posed, suspended, what was used to suspend her.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They'd use some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
It's gotta be by Akuya, right?
Guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement!
Because he's the only one who knew about Genocide Jack, and he knew that she would kill. That she was Genocide Jack. It's gotta be him.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
It's his extension cord, too.
And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
a pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Chihiro was a friend, was a girl, was her lover. Are they all guys?
I got it!
Really?
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Oh, they were all men.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Wow.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you can't pen, you gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
And if she is innocent, she's gonna be alive after this case.
But the body really was suspended, right?
That's insane.
And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on, there is one person. One person who could have copied Genocide Jack cases. Oh, you know it. Let's find him.
Here's my answer.
Oh, yeah.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out. isn't it?
Byakuya.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying
Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
He rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
quite a while back?
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms, they're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Well, let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
They were switched over. There was a clear contradiction with what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Tell me about it. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the X button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time for the flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case though, I will say that you don't use flashback. If you don't use flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Let's do it!
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, that's a natural reaction for...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the... There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction there, because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we even found it. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear.
So,
fair enough.
You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird, but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls, that's a natural reaction for...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
What do you think? There's some mistake lurking in what I said.
Shoot.
So how do I do what I want to do again?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Concentrate, select truth bullet, fire, truth bullet, flashback.
But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to... That's a natural
The victim was so of course I would say there was no time for... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
What?
If you're presented with the opportunity...
Okay, keep going.
The victim was
Toko.
So of course
Oh my
I would
God.
there was no time for... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
Look at Toko's face. I realized there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense, how would he have known? Yeah, I don't really understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, obviously that's wrong. What am I supposed to do?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before
fire
we found
truth
the
bullet
body.
flashback. I don't get it.
But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
that's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls'
locker room. There was no time for... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya, but he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to... That's a natural reaction.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest
God!
There was
Please.
no time for... What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya, but he was acting weird.
Okay, number 5, right?
That's a natural reaction for...
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
How do I flashback? I don't get it. How am I supposed to...
So,
Okay.
you said Byakuya
Give me a
was
second.
acting kind of weird before
I
we
need to
found
look
the
this up.
body.
I think I need to look this up online. Okay. Truth bullet. Truth bullet. Flashback. Okay, I'm looking it up real quick. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this. How do you, get a flashback? Okay, so I've got basically the whole case here on Google, and okay, Monokuma file number 2. What am I supposed to do? Huh? I don't get it. Okay, next we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the triangle button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. Well, here it would be the X button. So would I have to hold it down? Oh my goodness!
But he was acting weird.
I see.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
The victim was Chihiro.
No, it's wrong.
There we go. Oh my god.
I'll tell you
to
what's so
hold down the
strange about
button.
that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What should be Akuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with
What's
him.
the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden there? What could it be? Oh, don't give me another hangman! Make your argument. Okay, perfect. So it's gonna be something about the court, right?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
Mm-hmm, it was.
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
I'd never seen that
Obviously,
rope.
somebody else must have
Had it hidden away somewhere.
What? The difference? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special... And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro
Okay, maybe I'll just shoot the truth bullet.
Hey, Byakuya,
Where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope in my life.
Are you kidding me?
Obviously, somebody
No!
else.
hidden away somewhere.
What? The difference? You want me to explain
Let's
it
go.
when I want to kill?
This is a
And I
long
use those
one.
same scissors- But Chihiro, it was some kind of rope.
That's right! It absolutely...
Then there must be something...
Hey, Byakuya,
Where'd you get it?
I'd never seen...
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
Counter!
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Oh, I'm certain of that.
Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
what? An extension cord?
Yeah.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. And if he's not even involved... Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept that Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of crime.
I got it! You
Because
say you
rooms are
killed
switched
Chihiro
over.
in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of crime could have been somewhere else. Can I save my game here? I can. Okay, so this we're going to leave it for today, because getting a little late in the episode, 58 minutes in. I see that we still have a bit to figure out, so I think it's a good place to stop. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed the episode, and subscribe if you would like some more of my content. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time for some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Peace!